You ready? You all are. I'm like, let's do this.
What you see over here is our student entrance, and it is a secure student entrance. So during the day, students will park here, buses will come through the front loop, and they have their own Evolve system there that they actually, this is secure, that they will go through and go up to the second floor.
So this is the students, like she's saying, students come through this way, and then they go through the metal detectors.
Yep.
And we have security guards here as well. And then they open these doors, and that takes them directly up to the second floor. So they don't have to, they just go straight up to the classroom.
Yes.
Unless they have permission. If they have permission, every student has an ID badge.
Okay.
And their ID badge color indicates if they have permission to be on the first floor.
Oh.
So if they do, then they can go right back out and go grab a coffee or go
Great.
to some other space.
That's great. And what time does the coffee shop open?
It's
Does it open
7.
before school? Okay, so kids can go there.
Oh yeah.
Before school.
We've been told, are we the #1, can we say #1 cinnamon roll seller for all of the White Rhino locations in the DFW Metroplex?
Gosh.
So that seems to be the popular item for all the kids.
So are these different workspaces?
This is all collaborative
all just-
space.
okay, all
that
collaborative space.
was donated, the furniture in here was donated by our architect. And so it's collaborative space, get access to free Wi-Fi, can come and have group meetings. We have a lot of churches that have their meetings here.
Oh, okay.
We just passed some community members who are here, just, hanging out. And then of course we have White Rhino.
I know.
That has opened a
This is just so.
place here,
And
yes.
so those kiddos over there, those are students.
Some of them
Right?
are, yes. Some of
Some of
them
them
are. There's usually one of the workers from White Rhino is here as a professional.
Of course, sure.
Yes.
Like a manager on duty or
Correct,
something.
exactly. And doing the training and that kind of thing. But yes, so.
And so are they graded on customer experience, on their understanding of the entire operation? Is that part of their program?
Yes, so they have program administrators that oversee each business and each operation. And so the program administrators really sit down with the business to understand what their needs are and kind of what the expectations would be of the students. And then the students learn on-the-job training and real-world skills right here. Our businesses are also that we've asked them to hire students as well. So you have students that are here getting their practicum and learning things. And then by the time that they are in their junior or senior year, then they have the eligibility of being hired by the company. So when you talk about, like who's going to be successful, they're kind of graded that way, and then they have the opportunity to maybe get a job.
Oh my gosh, my twins would have loved this.
This store here is actually our students are able to submit, if they have a product or service that they want to sell to the public, they can submit their proposal to the store owner here, and the store owner evaluates, and then if their product is chosen, then they get a percentage, that student gets a percentage of whatever that product sells for.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So this is a little bit how we weave in our fine arts, not just at the theater, but also here they do art displays. They actually put on quite a few art shows last year, and with a lot of their award winners as well. I think the goal, now they've been open a while, is to actually start getting some student artwork for sale as well.
This is a business that our students actually run. And so, yes, so we are able to offer, they do all kinds of arrangements.
Look at that.
They have a monthly subscription for flowers.
Really?
And then, yes, they get all of the experience in putting this together.
Look at this. That's talent.
No, it's fine. And a lot of times in the fall, they'll have a flower bar, so you can go actually pick and make yourself.
Oh my goodness.
So there's There's 3 types of businesses. They're the ones where we have outside organizations who are here for a discounted rate if they employ students. Then we have ones that are completely student run like this that are actually internal. And then we actually bought a couple franchises. Escape Room is a franchise that we bought as a school district. You'll also see Code Ninjas, that's a franchise that we bought.
I know Code Ninjas.
Yeah, so there's 3 different kind of types of businesses operating here, but this one is completely student run. And then do you want to show kind of the backside?
Sure, yes.
So a lot of these rooms,
This
especially
is what
student-led,
nobody gets to see. This is
Yes,
behind the scenes
behind
here.
the scenes. We're taking them behind the scenes. Yes. So they have spaces where they can work and design, but then they also have classrooms. So they can go from the classroom into the space. So this hallway is secure.
So school hasn't started yet. So
Yes,
that's why
we can do
It's
this.
secure right now. Yes.
Oh my gosh. So then they come?
Oh, and teachers back there too.
Yes. Sorry, we're crashing.
Hello. No.
you're
Oh my gosh.
The students come in here for the classroom instruction. We also have our practicum students. Those are 3rd and 4th year students.
I see.
They completely run the shop and make everything that's out there. The students that are in advanced floral are the ones that meet here and come in here. And they're learning like the hands-on aspect of floral design so that when they continue on, they can work in the shop and make all those and build all of those arrangements.
So we're going to get to sneak up on this Engage program here.
Okay.
Here. So she's over the Engage programs here.
But anyway, if you had any questions for her about this engagement program.
I do. What is it?
Engage is a program that we are starting up this year. It is kind of born out of our summer camps that we started like 7 years ago. And those are just for kids. And we got a lot of feedback from the community from like their parents saying, hey, I want to do that. And so the idea was, well, that to them, and let's open it up to any age range from 3 to 103 is the cute little tagline now. And so we're going to be offering in the fall, we've got cookie decorating and ceramics. We've got some wood shop stuff.
Maybe yoga.
We do have it's a dance fitness something that's going to be like an aerobics, but it's the like early 90s style aerobics.
That's what I'm talking about.
Very excited about. And then we've got like some other art stuff. We've got some planning an international trip, like how to avoid pitfalls. And, we've got couponing class that's coming that we're kind of excited about.
And how do you enroll in it? So since it's for 3 to 103.
So we will be posting all of the classes on the OC website, and of course massive advertising. And people will go to the OC website, click on the class that they want to take. It'll have like a little square with a class description and an age range and a cost and dates and all that. So they'll be like, oh, I want to do that one. And they'll click on it and it'll take them to our registration site and they just sign up.
This system, this incredible school, so much of this does not translate to STAR tests. How is it that this vision came to be? And how is it that you had the guts to pioneer something like this?
You know, what your question was, I think you answer every day with what you do. How much of the STAR test do you use in your job?
That's right.
I mean, how much of the STAR test do our accountants use? How much our doctors, our lawyers, our welders? You know, what are the skills that our kids truly need? STAR test measures, one test, one day. Is that truly a measure of their success? I don't think so. Our kids are so much more than that. They're so much more talented than just what can be measured in a multiple choice test. And so we started asking ourselves, what are the skills? And we started asking our businesses, what is it that they need when our kids walk out the door for our future employers? And they gave us a lot of answers back. And what we heard was future ready skills.
I'm going to write that down. I'm listening.
Employability skills. How about this? We kind of sum it up here as entrepreneurial skills and entrepreneurial skills. And so we started really exploring what does that look like and how do we teach that? Well, you teach it by putting kids in the experience itself. And so as you walk through this building, there's a lot of career pathways, obviously, but there's a parallel path that we think does make it a little different and unique than most college and career centers. And that is that what we're trying to do is parallel this entrepreneurial employability skill set right alongside whether you're down in auto, whether you're an engineer and going to be working in an escape room and running that, or a coder and working at Code Ninjas, or whatever, cosmetology, you name the career path, that's needed. Communication, collaboration, how to order, how to do personal and business finance. And so we wanted to put our kids in that setting and learn from the best, and that's the businesses themselves, and that's how we really started to begin to bring in those who are doing the work right now to help teach our kids.
And do you ever see yourselves bringing in the specific industries relating to biotechnology and artificial intelligence? I believe trillions upon trillions of dollars are going to be made within those respective sectors.
I think so. I think, the beauty of this building is the goal is that it's future-proofed.
That's right.
That's one of the tenets behind our square footage, so we'll be able to flip and turn and change. What is the stat right now? I think 60% of all jobs of the second graders will have haven't been created yet.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And so if we're not nimble in our business of education, then we really can't produce what our future careers are going to need. So
I agree with you.
Yeah, AI. We actually brought a futurist in the other day to speak with our team, and one of the things he said is we need to quit focusing so much on coding as a underlying foundational skill and move to prompting, because that's really the coding potentially of the future when it comes to artificial intelligence.
One particular arm of Neuralink is how, the different nodes are implanted into the brain, and they're allowing a lot of people with paraplegia to control screens and to play chess and draw and write. And so I believe that in our kids' lifetimes, like you said, the jobs haven't even been created, we're more than likely going to see superhumans, people who are wanting to convert to Mandarin, while in China, you can just go have these different nodes installed into your brain by some robot, because surgeons aren't even skilled enough. It has to be a robot to implant this into your moving brain. So the world's changing at such a miraculous pace, and the fact that you are poised to maneuver and to maneuver with that change, to change with it, it's really refreshing. Since your ISD is going to be receiving so many different heads just by way of population change, how do you believe you are going to be poised to change with that growing demand in the ISD, not specific to this?
Yeah, it's a really good question. We're Forney, the city of Forney was just named, I think, the fastest growing city in the nation, and we're the gateway into the fastest growing county in the nation. We've grown about 7,000 kids in 7 years. We've opened 12 schools in the last 4. We are in the midst of the really fast-paced growth. And I think we have to adapt to the change. We've got to be ready for what's coming our way, but we also are very instilled in what built Forney, and a lot of the values that we already have had here. That we also talk a lot about. Forney Family is our brand.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Forney Family, and it's who we are, and because of that, we understand that families have diverse needs, and sometimes we agree on things, sometimes we don't, and we focus a lot on the family as a whole, but also creating small group families that also take care of and support each other no matter who comes into our family, and that's been our focus here in Forney forever. We accept who's coming, and we let them join the family, but we also have some values that we want to continue to hold dear to.
I love it. Whenever I look at Dallas, and I know they've heard me spout this off so many times, but we have 50 to 60,000 kids in DNF-rated schools. It's kind of a crisis. A lot of kids are graduating not really knowing how to write well, how to read well, but you're not seeing so much of that in your district. Why?
Well, I think we're all facing new challenges that have come on definitely since the pandemic, and there's a recovery that's occurring from a learning standpoint. We're having to fill a lot of skill gaps. We focus on foundational skills, because those are the skills, like we started our discussion about, that everybody needs to learn how to read, write, arithmetic. We believe personal finance is a basic skill as well.
That's right.
So we've created some curricula that really push that down even into kindergarten and begin to teach it all the way through. We create things that we call milestones, and we try and set goals for students along the way. I wish I could say that we're 100% hitting every milestone with every kid. We're not, just like nobody else is.
Of course. But you're doing better. You're doing so much better.
Well, we're doing different. We're trying to do different things. I think I would ask this question is truly, what does success look like? And I've testified on this multiple times. Is a STAR test really measuring the success of our kids?
No. But reading's
Reading's
writing,
important. absolutely.
Right? Personal finance.
Sure.
All of that's important.
How about
I don't
the arts?
believe,
How about
yes.
teamwork? How
Oh,
about collaboration?
Exactly.
You know, we're not
Exactly.
measuring those skills though,
Exactly.
right now. And I think we can. And I think there's a way to do it. And what we're hoping to do with this facility is begin to showcase the way that you can look at other skill sets and you can look at other success measures than just an accountability test. Yeah.
My husband went through Cornell through MBA school, and he tells the kids all the time, I don't want you to go to college. It's not what's right. It's not what it once was. It's different. It's different. And I mean, just this past weekend, my son was in the wood shop at our ranch here, you know, helping build something because these life skills that our country was founded on have somehow gone by the wayside. So you partner with your construction management team.
We do.
Gallagher.
They need workforce.
Yes, but they are teaching these valuable, viable life skills. And from there, what can they do after they graduate from here?
Well, from a construction trade standpoint or the auto, you know, all of the trades are here.
Yes.
They just look different,
Yes,
right?
that's right.
It's not just a shop. We hope to have that business aspect along with it. And so Friday, I think, I came in to get my oil changed at Martin's Automotive. And one of our students who was in our automotive program last year is working there. So what can they do with it? Well, we hope that, you know, what we're doing is kind of planting a seed here with our students that they begin to grow within our community, their own businesses in the future.
Yes, because it's just mind-blowing to me that you all have implemented and partnered with Code Ninjas.
Right.
How did that process go?
So we tried to find partnerships for a lot of the career pathways that we offer, but we found a couple that just didn't have a real easy, nice fit. And one of them was coding, video game development, that type of thing, which so many, multi-billion-dollar business right now.
That's right.
But we knew it's important to learn to code. It's important to learn the back-end aspects of design. But it's also important to learn that, again, that other parallel pathway of you know, entrepreneurial skills, life skills, soft skills, whatever you want to call them, employability skills. So we honestly went out and kind of explored what that looks like from a district perspective. We're actually about to start, construction will open this this fall, escape rooms for engineering programs, very similar. So we actually just bought our own franchises as a school district. So we're the franchise owner with Code Ninjas. And we did that specifically so that we could offer a program that our kids could become senseis in and work and engage and then take their careers wherever they needed to take them in the future. So,
do you have any stories about anyone who's graduated and focused on that specific area of study?
Honestly, we had a student that brought esports, probably, we call it Synergy.
Esports.
Esports, yes. And it's probably the next UIL sport, if you can believe that.
Well, I absolutely believe it.
with your son's background. But we have a program where we bring students into central office and they work with us called Synergy. And he brought this idea of esports in probably 6, 7, 8 years ago. And because of his idea, now we have an esports team literally in every single campus that we have in Forney ISD. But he's also gone on now to write a textbook on esports. I didn't know you could do such a thing on video games, but it's a big industry. So he was really the inspiration, really to get to the point where now we've opened our own franchise.
I'm grateful, and I just appreciate your time. I wish I had so much more time with you, but I know I've asked enough, and I just appreciate what you've given us.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming in, and don't forget to shop on your way out.
Oh, I'm buying a beautiful arrangement.
That's right. Well,
I'm buying a beautiful arrangement.
From our Bloom students?
Yes, from the Bloom students. It's this beautiful arrangement with pampas grass, and I'm actually going to go grab it as soon as I go eat at the taqueria.